Hello Stalker, it's D here. I wonder just like you. Our path crossing is not coincidence. We are lights in the darkness, illuminating the way for each other. Remember, you're not alone, and the abyss within me sees the abyss within you. Magic isn't about tricks or spells from ancient legends, it is true foundation of existence surrounding us everywhere. Its limitless potential available to everyone. We may call it by different names, but at its core, there is nothing but energy, unified and infinite. When you realize this and learn to use various techniques to control this energy, you'll be able to do anything. Your possibility will become boundless. You've probably heard that our reality is nothing more than a dream. In dreams, we can create anything, walk through walls, fly or teleport. All of this is real. Reality seems stable to us only because it is upheld by the collective belief of people in its fundamental properties. This is what we call the collective dream. But that's just one reason, and the story is a long one. Perhaps one day I'll share more about it.
Remember the movie The Matrix? Congratulations, each of you is Neo, the one who realized that everything around you is code, energy you can shape and use however you wish. And you don't have to take my word for it, you can test it yourself and see the truth. Humans are incredibly powerful beings, energy generators. Our almost limitless potential is deliberately hidden from us. We exist in this world like cattle in a pen, trapped in a collective dream controlled by forces that feed on our energy, much like the Matrix. But these aren't machines, they are multidimensional entities, parasites we'll talk about in another video.
Sounds like fiction, I get it, but you don't have to believe me. Practice, explore, and you'll find yourself the true nature of things. Here I'll offer you 4 simple practices, the easiest steps to help unlock the boundless potential of a human being and take your first step into the real world of magic. However, the path of this is profound and takes time. It is a long process, usually achieved over years through numerous practices and dedicated effort, but today I want to share with you 4 methods that won't take years to explore. These techniques are simple and perhaps even today you will be able to glimpse the reality hidden behind the veil of a familiar world. All practices and techniques find their meaning only in the present moment. There is no power in the past or future, they only exist in your mind, but here and now everything unfolds. Energy, perception, and the very source of reality. Realize this moment, for it is the key to magic. The first method is the world of dreams, often called lucid dreaming, astral projection, or the phase. This technique could work as early as your first night if you're ready. The simplest approach is to set an alarm in the middle of the night, say around 1 a.m. Wake up, remind yourself to fall asleep again, but this time with the intention to become aware within your dream. Try to catch the moment when images start to flicker before your eyes as you gradually drift into sleep. Throughout the day, prepare yourself for a deep dive. Stay calm, avoid stress or anxiety. Dedicate this day to exploring dreams, ensuring nothing disturbs you. Read books, watch videos on the topic, and remind yourself that time has stopped. Perhaps you're already inside a dream. The next method is the practice I've used myself, and it's how I first managed to stop the internal dialogue. Unlike dreaming, this technique might seem less magical at first, but its power unfolds in the real world. You'll experience a silence you might have never felt before, like the wind has stilled and you're floating in space of lightness and stillness. The method is simple. As you go about your daily activities, strive to completely turn off your thoughts. This might seem impossible, but it's worth pursuing. Instead of your usual stream of thoughts, focus entirely on your actions. I see with my eyes, I'm walking to another room, I'm picking up a cup, I'm breathing, narrate every action action in your mind, replacing the typical mental chatter. Gradually fill your mind with these conscious thoughts, leaving no room for random ideas or distractions. The best way to start is with a few hours of solitary activity, like walking in the park or tidying your home when no one disturbs you. The process will happen naturally. You won't need to force it. Just follow each step, and at some point you'll catch that moment of silence where thoughts no longer hold power over you. The third technique can have an effect as early as the first day. It can stop your internal dialogue, and with deeper immersion, it might lead to what Buddhism calls nirvana, an awareness of the unity of all existence, where you begin to perceive the world as indivisible whole. Start simply, move your hand. Try to trace the source of that command. Like most people, you will probably think that it originates in your brain, but let's dig deeper. Where in the brain does this intention arise? How it is carried out? Neurons, electrical impulses? Yes, but what comes next? Where do they originate? As you delve deeper and deeper, you'll uncover atoms, molecules, and structures that resemble galaxies with millions of units separated by infinite voids. And within the atoms themselves, there is the same enigmatic structure like dancing stars, and so it continues endlessly. What does this mean? It's a paradox with no beginning or end. Reality simply exists in various forms of intensity. We are all living in a collective dream, sustained by the minds of many. The more us there are, the more real it seems. But at its core, the world is nothing more than a dream. The fourth technique is the most dangerous of all. Though each one carries its own risk, it has the potential to lead to madness, which is why extreme caution is necessary. It's important to remember when madness arrives, don't be afraid. Observe it, study it, use as a doorway to the new understanding. Realize your unity with everything around you. The essence of this technique is to perceive everything around you as your own creation. Every sound, breath, wind, stone, star, voice, it's all you. You are creating the world right now so quickly that it creates the illusion of simultaneous action. In reality, one being, let's call it the Absolute, performs everything sequentially at a speed surpassing light, so it seems like everything is happening at once. This technique is exhausting and requires maximum concentration of perception, but its effect is like the instantaneous destruction of the world, separating you from the magic reality. After a few days of such immersion, the world might seem meaningless and absurd, but keep observing, you will find yourself on the edge of our reality, starting to merge it with the abstract phenomena, and you'll realize we live in a description of the world, and the world itself is just one of the infinite forms of perceiving energy. You may come to the realization that you are the earth, the cosmos, that you gave birth to yourself, that there is no separate mother, no punishment, no praise. You created and experienced all of it. Eventually, you will understand that you made this video and watching it as something new. This is how sorcerers train, so they don't lose their minds completely or vanish into abstract worlds forever. They learn to shift between realities, maintain control, and drawing no unnecessary attention while following their own goals. In the sky, a path of light does burn. A bridge over the abyss in the heart will turn. The secrets of the universe just a step away. Only the seeking eye will reveal their sway. This list is just the beginning, simple technique that gives glimpses of magic and opens the door beyond the familiar. For greater goals, more complex methods are required, ones that demand effort and dedication. There are no easy paths, and each step carries risks. I'll talk about these techniques in other videos maybe. If it doesn't work right away, repeat as many times as necessary. That's the only way. Repetition is the mother of learning. Remember this in any field. These techniques are the first push, a glimpse into the world of wonders and fears behind your thoughts and the worldview you've believed since childhood. These beliefs are fueled like a fire, with the logs of your thoughts constantly throwing onto it.
If during your practice you feel fear or hear the voices of strange beings, don't be afraid. Stay calm and remember that nothing can reach you unless you fear it yourself. Time heals everything, and while this state passes, stay close to other people to return to your usual perception. They are your shields because their worldview is unshakable, leaving no room for a miracle or the supernatural. See you on the path to the unknown.